under 2 years, first group of students from United States are coming to Sarajevo, Gannon University, Erie, Pennsylvania. What you heard about Bosnia and what you're expecting from this trip.
It's like super bad, but I know when a lot of people, we all experienced it, like everyone's like, why are you going to Bosnia?
To learn more and be able to sort of connect the dots.
I really don't have that many expectations. Just how beautiful it is, and mostly just like what we learned in class. Other than that, I've never really heard much about anything.
I've heard that Bosnia is really beautiful.
And when I mentioned I was coming to Bosnia, he was very surprised and just asked why.
You need to expect excellent food and beautiful natural surroundings.
Bosnia has historically been a religious and cultural fault line.
I know that a genocide occurred here.
What I expect to get from here is learn more about their history.
My expectations really are just to kind of get some experience and learn some new stuff.
Very excited for me to be able to explore a new country.
Convert it into
First off, I want to say, I told you guys you were going to love this trip. I told you from the very beginning. I bet your expectations were lower than they should have been, because this trip has been awesome. I also want to tell you guys that you've been great.
Srebrenica se pretvara u najveću klaonicu. Poginuli i ranjeni neprestano se dovlače u bolnicu. Nemoguće je opisati. Svake sekunde po 3 smrtonosna projektila padne na ovaj grad. U bolnici je trenutno dovećeno 17 poginulih, 57 teže i lakše ranjenih. Da li iko u svijetu može doći da vidi tragediju koja se dešava Srebrenici i njenim stanovnicima? Ovo je nečuven zločin koji se izvodi nad bošnjačkim stanovništvom Srebrenici. Populacija u ovom gradu nestaje. Da li iza svega stoji Akaši, Butros Gal ili neko drugi, bojim se da za Srebrenicu neće više biti vidjeti.
It's a lot to sum up in a short amount of time, but I'm going to try. There's only so much you can get across teaching about this in class, and it's good that we can and educate people about what happened here and how much beauty and culture there is here. But to see their faces on this journey over 10 days and being immersed in the culture, and not just, you know, as a surface level tourist way, but being able to interact with these people, hear their stories, and experience this culture. It's unlike anything I've ever had on a trip, and I think the students would say the same. That being able to live this, you know, it seems like we were here for so long, but at the same time, you only tap the surface of what's here. And I could tell that after immersing themselves on this trip, that, you know, it's something that's going to stay with them. It's something they want to know more about, and it's something that they can really appreciate. You want to hit it, AT?
It's 1, 2, or 3. Let's do it!
Terrible decision. Terrible decision. Take a push. Keep going until it's out. No matter what.
So every one of you is going to participate. And at the back, you will have your names as artists, and this is going to be on the wall with the Gannon
forever.
And everyone with my lady killers and everyone.
Did you find you exploded it?
Elvis basically shipped down the local
Fantastic. Until you got one. Until there was a serious.
There's so many beautiful sights. Where I'm from Pennsylvania, I thought we had hills, but the hills that we hiked during the week were absolutely stunning. The food is amazing, and it's just got such a rich culture in so many cultures that it's so cool that you know, you walk one block and you're in a totally different looking place. And I love that. I was really pleasantly surprised, and it's my first time out of the country, and I couldn't have asked for better tour guides and for a better experience. It was wonderful.
Which place you like the most?
I enjoyed them all equally. I think I had the most fun in Sarajevo. But whitewater rafting, was it Konjic? Is that what Konjic? Yeah, that was also amazing.
So I'm pretty sure that I said that I had no expectations for the trip, so whatever expectations that I might have had before, it blew them away. So I was very happy by the hospitality, the culture, the food, the people, the drinks, the fun times that I had, the memories that I made, the history that I learned. So I've had a great time on this trip. Definitely, I would love to come back one day. It has been a grand time. And so I don't know what everybody else has said, but it's been a great time, and I've had so much fun. I've made great friends and had so many great stories to tell to my grandkids one day. So I'm more than happy with this trip. And
what is your favorite place in Bosnia?
Favorite place? I would say Mostar. Mostar was a lot of fun. You know, it was hot, and I'm not the type of person that likes the heat, but it was rich in culture, and the views were amazing. The boat ride was awesome. The walking tour that we had was awesome. So I have to say Mostar. It was awesome, definitely.
I would say it exceeded all expectations that I had coming into it. It's a beautiful country. People are amazing, super friendly, welcoming. Food is incredible. We learned a lot, so there were some heavy moments, but we had a lot of fun as well. And yeah, it was probably my favorite experience of my life. Best week and a half of my life.
Which is your favorite place in Bosnia?
I would have to say the waterfall. The waterfall was beautiful, and it was super fun. Or maybe actually rafting. Rafting was awesome. Working as a team, and it was just very funny as a group.
I learned a lot in Bosnia, and I had a lot of fun, but there was also a few times where it was a little difficult to learn and see things, but the good times made up for the bad, so I think my favorite part was hiking to the little village in Ljubljana.
My trip to Bosnia has been amazing. I would say my favorite place to go were all the landscapes that we visited. Doing the whitewater rafting on the river and seeing all the beautiful mountains.
This trip exceeded my expectations. I really was excited, but it was more than I ever could have imagined. And taking everything that we just experienced as adventures and everything we learned as well. The heavy day was a bit much, but our fun days out, it just made everything worth it. And then my favorite part was probably the rafting. It was a lot of fun, and I liked our little friendly competition that we had. But I'm very glad I got to come here, and I have to come back.
So my experience in Bosnia has been really great. I didn't realize what a vibrant culture it was and how many different religions really meshed together here. And I know we call America a melting pot, but Bosnia feels like a better one than America from what I've seen. And I've really come to appreciate that.
Favorite spot?
Oh, my favorite spot. Probably not the hotel bar. Swimming at the waterfalls that one day seemed really beautiful and great. Like, I didn't realize that Bosnia could have such a diverse climate.
So I think about Bosnia, it is an incredibly historical and culturally rich country. I really think that we were able to see a lot more that we wouldn't have been able to see that wasn't shown and is never reported on in the US. And so I have a lot more of a cultural and historical appreciation. And my favorite part of the trip was not the sights, because we saw so many great ones, but watching everybody develop really deep friendships and get along with each other, even though we have a ton of different personalities.
I guess Bosnia kind of exceeded my expectations. I knew it was going to be beautiful and different and like a better experience, or not better, a different experience than what I have in the United States. But it's so much more beautiful than what I expected, and I did so many things that I wasn't expecting that weren't on the itinerary. It was like fun little surprises, like, oh hey, we're gonna stop over here at this monastery and we're gonna go over here and climb this mountain and see this thing, and that was really cool. My favorite part was the river rafting and climbing up to Lukamir village, because that was really amazing.
Perfect.
So, very proud of myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So my overall experience with Bosnia has been wonderful. Both tour guides we've had on this trip have been extraordinary. And I think my favorite part of this trip was taking that mountain ride up to where we got onto the raft launch, and then taking that raft ride and being able to see all of the scenery along the way. And it was very interesting.
It exceeded all my expectations. Like, the second that we got off of the plane was what like made it all, like seeing the mountains, and it just kept on getting better every single time that we went through. Honestly, I don't think I could come up with a favorite part, because every day it was something new, and it was like more than I expected.
So it's a really pretty country. I didn't really know what to expect coming in. Everywhere we went had amazing views. It was nice learning more about the history and getting more in touch with the culture and everything here. I think my favorite was the rafting and all the views you got to see while rafting. Every time you looked up, it was a different like waterfall or rock, and it was just so pretty.
Mackie on the bus goes chow chow chow, chow chow chow, chow chow chow. The Mackie on the bus goes chow chow chow, all through the town. The sailor on the bus goes lies, 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 lies. The Sam on the bus tells lies, 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 all through the town. The Maggot on the bus, the Peter on the bus goes chug, 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 chug. The Peter on the bus goes chug, 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 all through the town. The Megan on the bus says only one drink, only one drink, only one drink. The Megan on the bus says only one drink, all through the town. The Elvis on the bus is hot, 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 hot.
Stop! Cut! Did we cut? This was a close call. Guys, our journey has come to an end. And in behalf of Info Bosnia Tours and all the friends you have met throughout this journey, I thank you for visiting Bosnia and Herzegovina. You have been an amazing group. I had such a fun time, and honestly I can say you were the best group I have ever guided. When it comes to journey and travel, the memories are the important one, and this video will be a testimony of your memories, of your experience. When we said farewell, we also mentioned that the world is very small and there is a chance that we will see each other again. I want to correct myself. World is very small and we are definitely going to see each other in the future.